Civil. According to the September 2015 updated version of the Oxford Dictionary, means in relation to normal people and their concerns, to be courteous and polite. For one to be civil is for one to interact and care for the everyday person, and to do so in a courteous manner, one of which that will leave not only the individual affected with a brighter outlook, but also with the individual affecting. So what then is civil life? My name is Michael Hackett, and to me, civil life represents the opportunity to make a difference. It represents the ability to serve. In Rachel Raymond's In the Service of Life, she puts it beautifully, explaining that we don't serve with our strength, but with ourselves. We serve with our experiences, our limitations, and our darkness. She explained that serving is mutual, that the one serving is, in the end, just as benefited as the one served. It is a relationship of equals. The natural extension of civil life, like a seed into a flower, is a blossoming of a civic leader. A civic leader grows from not only the occasional interaction with civil life, but the total immersion into it. It grows out of the want and the need to do good by the world and the people who inhabit it. To be a civic leader is to serve more than a person or a handful of people, but to serve a community. It means to be a voice for those who cannot voice themselves, to lift them and their community higher. It means to act for a cause far greater than yourself. Again, by the words of Rachel Raymond, when you serve, you see life as a whole. So as a civic leader, you do more than witness life, you nurture it. You are a gardener of seeds, and it is your responsibility to plant the next civic leaders. Being a student at the University of Nebraska of Lincoln, I am given countless opportunities to engage myself in civil life, both on and off campus, but also as a founding father of a new fraternity on campus, I'm given a very special opportunity. I plan to utilize my founding father status to propel my fraternity into civil life, and to use that interaction to kickstart an organization on campus centered around civil life. I do not yet know what sort of program I may kickstart, but I do know that it will be centered around getting more students to at least taste civil life, to maybe engage those who otherwise would not have tried it. Civil life, as cliche as it may sound, really is a source of happiness, and happiness is something that is desperately needed more of today, and so few people know where to find it. As vague as it sounds, I plan to somehow help change that. Even if the number of individuals engaged in civil life full-time expands sixfold, there will still be many problems unable to be solved by the average person. This is where my passion comes in. The social issue I am most passionate about is helping the environment, more specifically achieving clean energy. While I do acknowledge that there are many other problems to be solved, even problems that demand much more dire attention, this is where I'm going to put my energy. In the words of Max Jacobo Moreno, let's stop talking about the environment and let's start talking about human prosperity. We could solve every problem from acne to speeding, but they dwarf in the face of the problem of human prosperity. And personally, my skills lie within math and science, so I see clean energy as a conduit for me to most effectively utilize my natural abilities to help the most people. I will do what I can on the local scale, and I will encourage my friends and family to do the same. But on the grand scale of my life, the problem I want to tackle is clean energy and its availability to ordinary people. Clean energy means more than helping trees and ecosystems. It means leaving a home behind for future generations. Something that today, on the path we're following, we can't guarantee will happen. So I want to help that. This passion for helping people and community and for civil life is a relatively new phenomenon in my life, one that developed after I came to the University of Nebraska at Lincoln. More specifically, it developed during the first semester of my freshman year, the Pepsi Service Scholars class, and through working with the staff of the Center for Civic Engagement, the organization that runs the Service Scholar class. In the end, I will take away two major elements from the Service Scholars, and that is a new passion to help those around me and a resource for finding out just what ways I can offer myself to help, through programs and schedules provided by the Center for Civic Engagement. So at the end of all this, I want to thank the Service Scholars for planting inside me the seed of civil life. And I hope somewhere, eventually, I may begin to plant those very same seeds in others, and be able to watch the garden grow.